As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Come on. Hey, go.
Richardson to throw off play action. That's complete. It's Adonai Mitchell.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I'm sure after he caught the ball and looked up, he thought to himself, uh-oh, trying to find some space, trying to make people miss. But a swarm of defenders were there, and they dropped him behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You look at the defense for these Texans.
They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league. So there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, this defense for the Texans, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
It's a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
2nd down, another run with Taylor.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save?
Yes.
That's what's going to go around the league, and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it? And I feel awful for the offensive tackle, because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Colts get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Likely Texans. Hey, uno. Love it.
First run of the game here for Dameon Pierce. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
You look at this Colt defense. They played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass, you know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. And Pierce gets it again on second down. And this time he won't even make it back to the line of scrimmage as they stop him in his tracks. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Look hot, look hot.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And this will be taken at the 13. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
I think he had eyes on that run the whole time. Good anticipation because it seemed to me he waited for the coverage to get drawn away and then had the easy scamper out of bounds to get the short yardage first down.
And the ball is free. Taylor lost it. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason when we were going to the different trend?
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. It's caught. Mitchell. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 33. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also moved the sticks.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really...
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jelani Woods, his second touchdown on the season. And the Colts have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up for... Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go now. 3.
And they'll begin by running the option.
And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Now it's Richardson. Throw left side, taken in by Pittman.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Richardson working from the gun. And a throw for Pittman is intercepted. And the Texans are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you're really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
He's into space, pass,
and shutting him off, now open field. And finally taken down to the 25-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
First and 10, it's Pierce.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
The Texans are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Now Stroud. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
Delivers another one to Pierce.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Why Tony? Hey, south.
From the gun on third down, here's Stroud.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
Play action. Here's Stroud.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Oh, ready? 11.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
The throwing again is Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 31-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
A run for Pierce out of the gun. And he's got it down to the 28.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. Stroud sets up the play action. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there.
Picked off by Kenny Moore. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. I mean, what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down.
And they'll go right back to Pierce.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Robin. South.
Here's Stroud.
Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Stroud looking to throw. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 36. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Stroud to throw it. He'll let this go deep for Collins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Nico Collins, 36 yards. And the Texans get a bit closer. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here's 2nd and 7. Richardson looking to throw this. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
19 tight. 19 tight. Get it.
Now Richardson back to throw it. That's going to be taken in by Downs. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Richardson to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Here's 2nd and 10. And Richardson looks to throw once more. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Richardson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
And Gay knocks this one through, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
A gain of 3, second down. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Stroud gets the dump off to Pierce. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Pretty shifty footwork, but didn't buy him much. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Oh, hey. Hey, uno more.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Ready?
1st and 10, Taylor now. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Richardson out of the shotgun. Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now. Stroud is hit, and the ball is loose. And the Colts pick it up. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. A defensive-minded coach loves to bring the heat, brought the heat there, and it worked out.
And nowadays, all those defensive-minded coaches, for them, it's all about getting the football. I went into one facility, and as soon as you walked into the defensive room,
and a loose football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. Gay's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And Stroud now to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Pierce. Escapes the defender. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. Well, Charles, looked like that had to be a mix-up there defensively.
You always question that type of confusion. They actually lost him in the middle of the field, gave him all sorts of room to run, and he took big-time advantage of it. That's an error you just can't make on the defensive side of the ball.
Pierce now up the middle. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Second and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. Throwing now is Stroud. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. Oh, able to avoid him. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 20-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to the ground with Pierce. Oh, what a move. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 44 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the...
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
A decent run there following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Second and a couple. They run once more with Taylor. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 3 quarters have come and gone. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Richardson looking to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Taylor. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Now it's Richardson. Escaping the pressure right. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
They'll roll him out right. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, 24 yards. And the Colts are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. And now the Colts are going to keep the offense on the field as they'll go for 2 here. They'll let Taylor try and run. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Breaks through the contact. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, They do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Love it. Look to hot.
Stroud out of the gun here.
And Diggs has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Pierce takes it straight ahead.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
64 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
First down, they go right back to Pierce.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
This defense, tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the second level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
Now Stroud.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. Oh, he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's 3rd of the game. And the Colts are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another 4th down. They decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law, and it's 9/10 of this game, too. Having the football counts.
You're so litigious. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Second and 11 now.
Richardson hit it, he fumbles it. And the Texans scoop it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Give left side for Pierce. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. Another carry for Pierce.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Hand off left side, Pierce.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds.
86 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Texans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go. Start. Ready, ready.
They'll start by running the option to the right. Dropped at the 35, so able to display his strength, but not much room to operate. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Here we go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Michael Pittman,
35 yards.
and the Colts have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
On 3rd down, here's Pierce.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.